Okay, making sure the live stream is starting as well. Hi, everybody who's in the group watching the live stream. Hopefully that's going now. Double check. Yep, it is. There's me. Okay, good. Got it. Here we go. All right, good morning, everybody. Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you guys are. So you can see I'm sitting on the floor today. So there's a reason. Oh, I've got a chat. Let's see. Hi. Oh, hey, Livia. Hey, Livia. How are you? There's a reason I'm sitting on the floor today. Actually, my beautiful painting that's in my office somehow came tumbling down to the absolute shock of my daughter and I yesterday morning. It came down at like 8 in the morning. My husband had gone off to do a workout, and we were running around the house trying to figure out what the heck just made this giant booming sound. And it was my painting. So it came down and kind of knocked a bunch of stuff over. And so I've got some cleanup in there, and I need some help getting my painting hung back up. So I decided today I'm just going to sit on the floor in our little like loft area. You can see my little daughter's toy area behind me. So this should be a perfectly fine and very comfortable place to be able to do a meditation. So first off, for those of you that are, oh, thanks, Livia, back at you, babe. So for those of you that were with me last week, talking about the non-judgment day, wanted to see if you were able to kind of do that, or even do a non-judgment even hour, and see how that felt for you. So for most people, when we go into an intentional way of trying to be non-judgmental, what ends up happening is we become very aware of how quickly we are unconsciously, really, I'm trying to fix my mic, unconsciously being influenced in terms of judgments. And those judgments, sorry if this is noisy, you guys. I'm sorry about that. Let me put it up here. Okay. I just don't want it to be pointing the wrong direction. I'm not sure I wore the right thing for this today. Okay. Oh boy, it is just a Monday here for me. You know what? I'm going to take this off. I don't want it to snuck in. Okay, there we go. All right. So I wanted to know, if you were able to do even a little bit of a non-judgment, how that was for you. As soon as we start to do it, oftentimes it just becomes a situation where we can become very, very aware of how quickly we will go to a place of judgment of other people or of things. Now, again, I want to be really clear. There's a difference between judging and correctly assessing a situation, right? So judging is more that you're putting kind of your feeling or opinion on something. Whereas a lot of times, like it's also okay to know that somebody is not a good person or is not a person that you want in your life because they are XYZ kind of person, and they've proven that again and again. Okay. So we should never feel that we aren't allowed to make those kinds of calls when they are actually the truth of the situation. So if you have someone in your life that is a very difficult or a very even abusive person, it's not a judgment to say that that person is abusive. It's actually speaking the truth of the situation. So I want to be really clear about that. But in general, we can turn so many judgments against ourselves, which are not truths, right? We can be really, really difficult on our own selves. So if you were able to do that, please let me know. Hopefully that is something that was very helpful for you. If you weren't able to do it over the weekend, no big deal. If you can try to incorporate it sometime this week, that would be absolutely great. All right, so today we're going to go ahead and settle in for our morning meditation. I'm going to try to keep it to about 15 minutes, maybe 20. I get a little lost on when I go into meditation mode. I'm like off in some other dimension, but we'll try to keep it about that length, just to be something that we can do quickly and reset for the week. So if you've been with me this whole time in the Manifest Your Dream Life Academy, and if you have, I'm very grateful for you. I'm glad you're here. Then you'll know that we talked last week about the fact that we can't be disconnected to anything that we desire in our life, that we aren't disconnected from literally anyone in our life because of this flowing oneness that is underneath it all. We also talked on Friday about the fact that when we feel like, we're only one person and we can't make that big of a difference, that when we actually actively and consciously choose to elevate our own frequencies, that has an immediate impact on the frequency of the whole world. And when we can impact the frequency of the whole world, then we start to pull better things out of the quantum potential, basically from the collective unconscious, right? So each of our frequencies, like adding a note to a symphony, whether that symphony starts to sound more elevated and uplifted. For anybody who listens to any symphonic music, some of them are very like marching, and it's like these low tones, right? And then some of them are very, you can imagine like fairies dancing about when you're listening to it, right? Very upbeat, very elevated. And that's really because of the notes that are being played. And in the same exact way, when we elevate our own notes, that's when our notes elevate the symphony of life and start pulling better things from the collective unconscious, well, from the quantum potential. But we're elevating that collective unconscious, okay? So that's what we're going to focus on today, is elevating our own frequency, not only so we manifest things that we want out of the collective unconscious and out of quantum potential, but also so we are impacting the world, okay? All right, so find yourself in a nice, comfortable position. You can be sitting down, you can be laying down, totally fine. Wherever you are, just make sure that you try to find a place that is peaceful for you. And we are going to go ahead and take a nice deep breath. As you exhale, I want you just to focus on bringing yourself into this present moment here. Releasing anything that you were worried about as you came into this meditation. Releasing anything that you have to do in the rest of the day. And just right now, coming into this present moment, into this present place. And we take another deep breath in, and we're exhaling. And as you do so, I'd like you to imagine that you're just allowing any worries, fears, anxieties to actually just drain down off of you, dripping down. Like warm rain washing over your body, or warm water washing over your body, releasing and going into the ground. And inhale again. And on this exhale, just imagine that any last anxiety, fear, stress, worry, anything that you do not desire, is just dripping down your body, releasing into the ground, and flowing away from you. And now, when you're ready, I'd like you to imagine yourself standing on a beautiful, beautiful beach. And on that beach, you can hear the beautiful birds singing. You can feel the sun upon your shoulders. You can feel the breeze gently upon your cheeks. And you feel completely at peace. And you can hear the waves of the ocean gently ebbing and flowing in front of you. They're very, very gentle, gentle waves coming in up the beach and rolling back down. And you walk forward a little bit and you put your bare feet into the edge of the ocean, and you can feel the waves beginning to lap up on your feet, and the water is warm and beautiful. It feels so relaxing. And you know that you are completely at peace and safe in this place and this time. And you're allowed to just breathe in and out, feeling the sea air fully inflating your lungs and releasing, letting go, feeling the waves against your feet. And when you're ready, you're going to walk into the ocean. Feel the warmth of the water just gently around your legs, around your lower body, and it's so warm, it's like bath water. and you're perfectly safe and perfectly at peace. The water is clear, sparkling blue. You can look down and see your toes in the water. It's completely and totally safe. You are totally supported. And you can feel the waves going back and forth in the ocean, and kind of moving your body back and forth a little bit as well. And I want you to put your hand down into the ocean and see the waves radiating out of it as you touch the ocean. So you touch the ocean and you see the wave pattern going out. And you touch the ocean again and you see the wave pattern going out. And you can see that the waves interact with other waves in the ocean. And now what I want you to see all around you is that you realize as you look at these beautiful waves around you, that if you look a little closer, that they are wave information for any experience of life you might want. You see them all moving around you, and there's all these things. There's the waves of joy, waves of abundance, waves of manifestation, waves of potential. And they're moving all around you all the time in the most beautiful ways. And they are helping you to feel completely part of everything and everyone. And as you focus on these waves in front of you, you realize that the waves that you are experiencing are forming into something that you desire. So I want you to call up in your mind something that you truly desire, whatever it is. So I want you to see it very clearly. Is it the love of your life? Is it the manifestation of a certain amount of money? Is it the home that you desire, or a child in your life, or birthing a book? And whatever it is, I want you to call it up. Looking at the waves around you, you start to see it moving and swirling. And as you look, you realize that you're connected to the waves of this experience of life right now. All you're doing is intentionally calling up those waves to you, but you are connected to those waves right now. I'd like you to see then this beautiful experience of life lift up, still connected to the ocean, lifting up and presenting itself to you completely. I want you to see this experience as if it exists right now in this moment in time, because it does. And as if you are connected to it right now in this moment in time, because you are. How does it look? What sounds do you have? What emotions are you feeling? Imagine that you are sensing it in every possible way that you possibly can. Or is there a taste to the experience? And for a moment, I want you to absolutely tap into the emotion that this is real for you right now. So as if you are experiencing it in this moment in time, because you are, how would you be feeling in this moment in time? Take a moment to allow those emotions to fully sit inside you, to explode all over your body. Feel those emotions of joy and fulfillment and happiness and love. See it as connected to you in these waves of the ocean. And now imagine that this beautiful experience, it flows up to you and washes over you, and you can feel that frequency becoming part of your own frequency. You now have the frequency of this experience, and it is flowing all over you. It is up-leveling your own frequency to tune exactly into this experience of life that you desire, that you are connected to, that you're always connected to, you've always been connected to, but now you are consciously choosing to call in, to tune into, and to experience. And I want you for a moment then to tune into a wish for peace in the world. Feel that sense inside you of a wish for peace for the world. And as you imagine and feel that inside you, I want you to watch as the waves around you move out and away from you, impacting the ocean of creation that you are standing in, that you are connected to. And I want you to imagine now that you are connected to every person doing this meditation right now. And see that wish for peace going out and impacting, those waves impacting and reaching out to each person wherever they are in the world. And see your wish for peace now going to them, their wish for peace going to you, all connected through the ocean of creation. And now I'd like you to say to yourself, I wish all the good in the world for you today. And as you wish that, see that frequency rolling out in the waves of the ocean, reaching to everyone right now doing this meditation. And feel their wishes for your good, your joy, your abundance coming back to you. Feel those waves of creation come back to you and go into your cells, into every cell of your being. And you are all now connected in a matrix of manifestation, of focus, of joy, of abundance and good and peace. Sit for a moment with that, feeling everyone else's wish for your good and your wish for their good, elevating us all. And now I'd like you to take one more moment. Think of something else that you desire in your life. And now I just want you to think of it. Think about what that is in your life. It can be the same thing you just had. It can be something different. As you think of it, I want you to imagine that you can see the thoughts in your mind flow out into the ocean of potential and see those frequencies go out looking for exactly what you desire. See them impacting the ocean of creation. And then see them tuning you into maybe 5 or 10 different ways you could possibly experience exactly what you desire. All these potential experiences are in perfect alignment with your desires. Maybe you don't know exactly which way it's going to come into being, but you know that there are multiple ways and even more ways than that, because all there is a potential, that when you set your intention, when you clear out old beliefs that you no longer need, you are simply tuning your mind into exactly what you desire, however it desires to show up for you, but in that perfect frequency. And see all those potential experiences. Look down and see the waves of those experiences absolutely radiating out to you, and you being connected to all of those possible experiences that will be total fulfillment of your desires, however they're supposed to play out. Feel them connected with you completely. You are not separate from this. You have never been separate from this. You are connected right now. I'd like you to say to yourself, I trust I am connected to my desires. I trust They will flow to me in exactly the way they need to and should. I trust in my connection. I trust in the power of my mind. And now when you're ready, you can start to walk back out to the side of the beach, but still connected to this ocean of potential because you're always one with it. And as you come out of the ocean, see yourself sit down very comfortably in the sand, feeling the warmth of the sand underneath you. Still feeling the waves lapping up perhaps on your feet as you sit. And as you breathe in, I'd like you to imagine that you are just pulling in all the energy of potential into every cell of your being. It can come in through your toes, feeling that up-leveling, that connection to source, up into your feet, feeling every cell starting to align with abundance and joy, up-leveling into your calves, knees and thighs, feeling every cell beginning to radiate with that connection to potential, and pulling it up into your hips, up into every organ of your being, up your spine and into your rib cage, up into your heart and your lungs, breathing potential into every cell of your being. Every cell that moves through your veins is filled with the nourishing energy of potential, glowing with it. Up into your shoulders, down your arms and into your fingertips. Up in your neck and your throat. Your vocal cords now radiate with love, potential, with abundance, joy, and manifestation. Your vocal cords are your physical representation of frequency, of action and words. Now let them flow with love, with all the best, highest frequency words that you can possibly express out into the world. As you do that, you can see that frequency flowing out. Again, seeking all the potential ways that your manifestation can come to you. And coming up into your mouth and cheekbones and sinuses and nose and eyes. And as that frequency hits your eyes, I want you to imagine that there's like this frequency of energy and potential just going out of your eyes. And you can even say to yourself, all I see is that which I desire. I see in front of me that which I desire. I see my connection to the manifestation of my dreams. Now moving that beautiful energy of potential and frequency up into your mind, into your brain, seeing your neural pathways radiating with it, aligning with that which you desire now, becoming like a radio tuner, tuning you into exactly what you desire, exactly the right frequencies to pull from the waves of potential just what you desire. Going up to your scalp, and now see that frequency of potential flowing out the top of your head and out all around you, now seeing it as waves of potential, waves of the ocean all around you. Seeing that go down, all the way down around your feet and creating a beautiful frequency, an aura of energy, a shield of power all the way around you, so that as you walk through the world today, you are radiating this power, you are radiating in alignment with your desires at all times. You're keeping away any negative energy that no longer matches your frequency, and you're trusting that as you do so, you are calling in exactly what you desire. This shield of energy, this aura of energy, of potential, will be with you throughout the day. And now, flowing with all of this all over you and within you, within every cell, you can start to bring yourself back into the room. Just gently and quietly bringing yourself back into your present moment, taking your time to do so in an intentional way, but still radiating with all of this beautiful frequency. Taking a breath in and bringing the air into your lungs, paying attention to how relaxed and centered and at peace you are now. Wiggling fingers and toes when you're ready. And when you are fully ready, you can open your eyes and bring yourself back into the room. All right, I'm not going to talk too much, and I'm sorry for moving. I could hear my husband having a meeting downstairs, and I just didn't want that to impact our meditation. So I snuck into my office. So what I'd love for you is to sit with this, okay? Imagine and continue to have that feeling of potential all around you, that you have this radiant energy that is outside of you, protecting you and also coming from within, aligning you with your desires. Anytime today that you feel like you are depleting or feeling depleted or not experiencing what you desire, take a moment, close your eyes, and imagine that radiant energy going around you again, okay? That will help as you go through your day. I want to thank you so much for being here, for being part of my life, and I hope that this meditation was a huge help to you today as you start out this week in alignment with your desires. I will also be pulling this meditation, putting some music underneath it, and for those of you in my Manifest Your Dream Life Academy, you will have access to that inside the portal, and I probably will put the link up inside the group. If you're happen to see this on my Facebook page or my YouTube channel, please make sure you can jump in and be part of the Manifest Your Dream Life Academy at manifestyourdreamlifeacademy.org. You can just sign up and get lots of free training. And this week we are moving into how to personalize this process for you as an individual. All right. Thank you guys so much for being here. Have a beautiful, beautiful start to the week. I'll see you again tomorrow.